Hey everybody, what's going on? Juan here, welcome back to the channel. And before we conclude the first month of 2018, I wanted to make sure I took some time, stopped to talk to you directly about what's sort of been happening in the channel, just with an overall update about the things that may be happening within the next month or so. Because one of my favorite things about YouTube and YouTube content creators is how genuine they are with their audience. So I want to make sure I commit to one of these videos at least once a month. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, just drop them in the comment section. And before we get to talking about what's going to be happening, let's roll the clip all the way back to what has been happening this month in January 2018. And this month I did publish a couple of different videos that I'm quite proud of. The most recent one being the Bad Boys Miami Takedown video, which is a pretty bad game. And once I figured out how bad it was, I was like, okay, I gotta work on some kind of video for it, because personally, I grew up watching Angry Video Game Nerd and other channels that flourish thanks to these terrible video games. So I just wanted to challenge myself to try out something differently, and I've definitely gotten great comments from you guys right here on YouTube, you know, friends, tweets and all that. So I will definitely be working on other videos like that down the line, because I got some doozies in here. The other video I worked on this month, which I do every month, is the Pro Wrestling Loot Box unboxing video. Now, beginning this month and going on for the rest of eternity, these boxes do not cost $20 a month. They cost $25 a month plus shipping. So I'll make sure to be very honest in critiquing whether these boxes are a good value or not. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt that came in the last box, and the fact that, you know, most shirts cost you $15 to $20, I think that they are very high quality. I use these shirts more so than I use most of my other shirts, so I think that it is definitely a great value. The third video I did, which is the first of its kind for this channel, is my, I'm not gonna say review, but just impressions on the Nintendo Direct Mini, just because a couple of things did happen in there. You know, they were announced that I definitely cared about, and I was like, well, you know what, let's actually just do it. And I'm definitely gonna get, you know, Yoshi, Mario Tennis Aces, and Tropical Freeze. I can't wait for that game to come out. Wizard of Gore, I know, man, you're disappointed. We keep getting Wii U re-releases, but I never got it. So at least I can finally play that game. The other video that I did, which was requested by LonFX, is the PlayStation 3 Collections video, and I was very happy I did that. I didn't realize just how much time that would take, because halfway through, I'll be perfectly honest, I was like, there's a lot of dialogue happening in here. I had to take a couple of pauses, so I cannot wait to get to my PlayStation 2 collection eventually, but I'm gonna spread those videos out throughout the year because I want to make sure I can at least capture some footage. Like for the PS3 collection video, I ended up using trailers, you know, that were found online, and I realized that for a lot of these older games, the trailers are very low quality, and if it was low quality for the PlayStation 3, I can't even imagine how bad they are for the PS2. And I don't just want to show you guys the box, because the box, it tells you something, but I want you guys to see the gameplay and have those videos not just be about me showing the collection, but really about contributing. These are games that you may actually want to check out down the line. And the other video that I did is a pickups video for all the things we got during our trip to New York City. And I know I've been stalling. I finally started to write the script for the New York videos because it was overwhelming, honestly, and I sort of have a habit of going forward, but I have a feeling I'm going to be pretty happy with how that one's going to turn out. And I definitely do want to do more travel videos. It's not like we have a budget to, you know, travel 20 times a year, but whenever I do travel, I want to make sure I take you guys along that process. And the last video for January, which hasn't come out yet and will be coming out this Wednesday, is the Game Club video. Finally, I felt like I edited that video like 3 weeks ago, which I did, so this will change a little bit. I'm going to be going back in time, but I'm going to be talking about the rules of the Game Club, which, contrary to other clubs, you can't talk about this one, and I'll be revealing the first game that we're going to be playing for the month of February. So that game, just a couple of hints, it is classic Zelda themed, and it is available on the Nintendo Switch, on the PlayStation 4, on the Xbox One, and the PC. There we go. So if you actually think you know which game it is, drop that in the comment section below, and don't forget to join our Discord channel over at press-pause.net/Discord, because that's where all the conversation about the Game Club is gonna be happening. So far that's it for the month of January, and before going on about the future videos, I want to sort of talk about what's happening right here, which if this isn't your first video, you can tell that the layout is temporarily a little bit different. So usually I shift the camera over to this side, and this is right behind me, but because I'm still missing two different pieces from IKEA, I realized during my last video that it looked kind of empty, like I just had these bunch of video games behind me, it looked a little weird. So I shifted it this way, and it actually doesn't look too bad. I'm actually going to be adding 2 shelves here that are going to be pretty lengthy. They're going to be running like at about this length, so I can add some Funko Pops and other collectibles. I have a ton of them, and I don't just want them collecting dust, so I want to actually showcase them a little bit. And the other cool thing is that Nicole and I are planning on getting a camera upgrade, that being to the Panasonic Lumix G85. That camera does 4K, it does 1080p at 60 frames per second. It also has a microphone jack, so I can actually plug in this microphone directly to it. The reason that we want to do that is because aside from this channel, I actually have a background in digital film production. I produce short films, and I love doing all of that. And we do have cameras which are right below there, but they took quite a beating. I actually have a lens that just stopped working. The aperture won't change, so I have to rely on just adjusting the ISO, and it gets pretty bad. It's the camera and the lens that I've been using for a couple of things, and I know it looks very grainy, and it's because of that. So getting a new camera can help with, this channel. I can have better quality here, but I can also just step out of this box, if you will, this 4-sided box of YouTube, and get to recording a little bit about Puerto Rico. I want to talk about food a little bit more, and I'm not going to be doing necessarily the Grace unboxings and the Blue Bottle. Personally, I just don't think that worked for me. I do have a passion for food, so I want to do a little bit of cooking stuff. I want to maybe travel around Puerto Rico with Nicole and then show you guys a little bit of that. Show you the video game culture, the video game shops that are located in Puerto Rico, because we don't even have GameStop. And right now, Best Buy basically has no gaming merchandise. You can barely buy a game there. So we want to be able to show you all of that in the best quality possible. So I'm very excited for that, because I think that as a creator, YouTube or not, it's just nice to have new toys to play around with, to learn about new technology. And if you've had any experience with the Panasonic Lumix G85, definitely let me know in the comment section. And now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the videos that are going to be happening within the next month and a half or so right here on the channel, starting with the New York trips video, which I feel like I've been talking about that for 10 years. Slight exaggeration maybe, but I'm going to be showing off food, video games. I'm looking to have each video last around 10 minutes. I want to shorten the content a little bit. I know I usually do videos that are anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes in length. I actually want to ask you directly, what is your ideal length for videos that you traditionally consume on YouTube that are like this, that are, you see the person on screen, you also have some footage. Personally, 15 minutes is the sweet spot for me, but I do think that there's a challenge in trying to shorten the content a little bit, with the exception of videos like this, and with the exception of videos like the collection videos that are by default pretty extensive, but I definitely love to get your feedback about that. Another video that I'm very excited to be working on is my top 5 gaming YouTube channel. So really, I don't watch a lot of Hulu, I don't watch a lot of Netflix. YouTube pretty much is what I consume the most. Channels like Metal Jesus, Nitro Rad, Good Mythical Morning, and I like to showcase the channels that I'm very passionate about, the channels that when I wake up, I cannot wait to see their brand new videos. And the cool thing is that we get to have the conversation about the channels that maybe you and I are both subscribed to, or maybe you guys can actually suggest channels for me to check out, which I have no idea that they even exist. Like Cloth Map is a channel that I don't think gets enough credit. If you're a fan of Giant Bomb, Drew Scanlon eventually launched his own thing on the side, and he does that full time thanks to the support of his Patreons. He travels all over the world, but the key premise, if you will, for all of his videos are based on video games. So he's gone to Brazil and he's showcased the Brazilian video game market, places like that. So for sure the Cloth Map is going to be one of those 5. So stay tuned for the rest in that video. Another video I'm very excited to be working on is a video about my favorite upcoming video games of 2018. Essentially, the games that I'm really hoping come out this year, so I can just play the damn things, right? Because between release dates and early access, what is a release date to begin with? Games are delayed all the time. I mean, Crackdown 3, that game, I feel like it's been pushed back for like 4 to 5 years, and it's not even a joke, right? And something that's very cool is that as of the publishing of this video on Sunday, January 21st, I'm actually going to be participating in a video game panel right here in Puerto Rico talking about this topic. So thanks to Mark Nieves for the invitation. This is going to be taking place in the Microsoft store in Plaza Las Americas, which for those that don't know too much about Puerto Rico, that is the largest mall in Puerto Rico with thousands upon thousands of people that go there every single day, especially more now since not everybody has power. It's a pretty cool place to hang out, get some air conditioning, because I mean, it's the Caribbean weather, it's always hot here, right? So I'm very excited to be sharing some of my experiences about that in my upcoming video games video. So the upcoming video is going to be upcoming here on the channel. And there is going to be a food related video coming out within the month of February, because by next Friday we should be getting a package with a food related item from the US. I mean, this is part of the US, but we're a territory, not a state. Regardless, this is going to be shipped in with a dry ice, which we've never ordered anything like that. So I'm excited to see how it arrives, you know, the temperature that it'll be in, if it's even in one piece, because with the way that shipping has been in Puerto Rico currently, I'm a little concerned considering we spent $15 shipping to have this arrive, which is the standard shipping cost for this. So it's not just Puerto Rico, it's $15 for everywhere. So I'm not going to reveal what it is yet, but if you go to the Discord channel, I may fill you in on some of the details. And even though this video is being published on a Sunday, I'm recording this on Saturday night, and today I did complete Spec Ops: The Line. I have been tweeting about this game before, and I had actually planned to play this game 2 Extra Life marathons ago, and I just never got to it for whatever reason. I mean, with a generic name like Spec Ops: The Line, you think it's going to be below average, but it was highly rated, highly revered, and holy crap. I mean, wow. I still can't get over that ending. I'm not going to spoil it, but I will be doing a video about it, because as I was playing the PC version, I made sure to record some footage because I just have to talk about this game. If you're a fan of Gears of War and you want a realistic, gritty story that makes you feel dirty the more you play it, you got to try this out. It has an average beat time of about 6 hours, so it's definitely worth a shot, and it's also available on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And last but not least, you are going to be getting one brand new review coming up next Sunday, so exactly a week from today, where I'm going to be talking about the WWE Royal Rumble, because we are officially on the road to WrestleMania, which, coincidentally enough, that Eddie Guerrero action figure, it's WrestleMania themed, but I stopped watching WWE on a full-time basis just before Maria, so in the month of August. And for those that don't know, for 4 years, I was part of a wrestling podcast, and we were very passionate about the topic, but we got burnt out. Honestly, we just did not enjoy watching WWE anymore, but the Royal Rumble is one of my favorite matches, one of my favorite pay-per-views, so I'm very excited to be, sitting on this chair to talk about it. Plus, we're going to have the female Rumble match, so, it's about who's going to be showing up as a legend. Are we going to see Trish, Lita, even Kelly, and Alicia Fox? So we can have a stare down when Melina comes down, and then we have Melina versus Alicia Fox part 2, man. Just imagine the possibilities. And no, I'm not going to be going back to reviewing Raw, SmackDown, or every single pay-per-view. I'm contemplating reviewing the Big 4, but that's not set in stone. So I'm just looking forward to this, and if you are too, definitely let me know in the comments section. So folks, overall, that's what's going to be happening in the month of February. We have a lot lined up. If you have any questions, any comments to contribute to any of these specific videos that I am going to be working on, always feel free to comment. Like, this really is all about all of us. So when I talk about the Discord channel, it's not just about plugging the hell out of it, because of the upcoming game club. It's because I love chatting with you guys. Like, I finished streaming on Press Pause TV, which is where I was playing Spec Ops: The Line. Definitely a follow and maybe become a subscriber to support us there directly. But right after that, I went into the Discord going like, wow, look at this story. It's crazy. It's insane. Then I posted some pictures to figure out which games I'm going to be streaming next. So it really is a part of all of that conversation. So if you do like this channel and you like what I do, a cool, quick way that you can actually support me is that in the description of this video is an affiliate link to eStar Land. So if you've watched any of my previous pickup videos, you know I buy from their website a lot. Most of my PlayStation 2 games, as a matter of fact, are from eStar Land. They're a really good website, company based out of the US. They do free shipping for pre-owned games, at least in the mainland, including Puerto Rico. So if you hit that link, they kick back a little something to me to just help build this channel. I don't have a Patreon, we talk about monetization. Honestly, I just like doing this channel. I think everybody's getting a little bit too negative about YouTube and stuff like that. Let's just have fun. Like, if something happens down the line, cool, but it really is about developing friendship and alliances and communities with everything that we do here and on Press Pause. So if you like this video, hit me with that thumbs up, subscribe, check out the collection videos, check out the pickup videos, check out everything else that's happening on the channel. Stay tuned Wednesday for the Game Club video, and stay tuned then the Sunday afterwards for the Royal Rumble review. We got the 3 R's, Royal Rumble review. No, I'm just gonna end this right now. Thanks for watching, gang. Take care. I swear sometimes I have an idea in my head, and this is like 90% of the time, where it's like, oh, this is gonna sound so cool in paper, and when I express it, it's like, no, Juan, stop. Just please, for everybody's sake, just stop. For Scooby's sake, stop.